Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery. In this video I'm going to show you this cool design by Embroidery Library, and I'm going to show you some fantastic connections that are in this design. It's really amazing and I'm really happy to see it. So when I purchase a design, the first thing I do is I bring it into the software and I check it out. Now, this is a very busy design. It's fantastic, actually. It's a whole set. As of the date of this video, it was on sale, but there's a whole set, like a star and everything. I just loved it, but I thought, I wonder if that has 10 million jump stitches because of all the different color changes and how it goes. I just kind of wondered, so I bought it just to see. So I want to point out, you can see here some of the jump stitches, one here, one here, but you're not going to notice that when you stitch it out, and this is covering up a majority of it. And I'm going to guess that there's out here as well, and then another color. Obviously that's going to jump to that. There's not much you can do about it, but let's get back to regular size here and let it come in. It's quite the design. Okay, let's go back to our select key. So I just wanted to point out some really cool connections. So it kind of gets you thinking towards making connections instead of a 10 million trims, that sort of thing. And it also, I wanted to show you guys what a really good embroidery design is, how it's put together. And I encourage everyone to go through their designs that they have and watch them stitch out virtually, and you can decide the quality of the embroidery design simply by watching it. Even better on the machine, but you can do it quite nicely on the computer. So let's go to our snowman. So this part here, let's go back a little bit. I gotta say, these are amazing connections. Now they go up and down like this because it's going to be covered up with a satin zigzag. So this part here is absolutely fantastic. These are going to have trims. There's not much you can do about that. That's all about detail work. But think like that. I did a video on Christmas lights showing you guys how to plot out stuff and then cover it up. This is exactly that. So let's finish up here, and then it's going to do these stars, I guess, whatever the design is. Now they're all connected to each other. So they're all connected in here. It doesn't end here and have a jump stitch or anything like that. They're all connected here, but they're too far away to connect together. So you're going to have trims there, and that's cool. Now let's go to our snowman. We're going to start on that purple color. So this is the top of the snowman, and then it travels down here, and it's going to do the mitten. Now you don't have to worry about any of this because there's a bottom of the snowman that's going to cover this traveling, and then there's a design bar that goes across it. So awesome. It does the other mitten, and then we're going to fill them in, which is cool. So that was the underlay. Now we're going to do the top of it. So that's an amazing way of doing it. That saved us a lot of trims or jump stitches. You don't have to worry about the ones that are there. So then it travels down to this part. So there's it's still carrying on. There's no trim. There's no anything there. And it travels down, and look, amazing again. So it travels underneath and then up, and then does the next one. See what I'm getting at here? Let me do it a little bit slower maybe. See how that works? Oh, so delightful. It's so awesome. And then it goes up and does the next snowman. So literally it started stitching from here, and it's going to end up at the last part of it. So lots of traveling, and remember, everything's going to be hidden. We're going to go through it, but everything's going to be hidden. Isn't that fantastic? So just in this part, we saved jump stitches and trims and everything. So this part is going to stitch out really nicely. So we're going to finish off the snowman. We're going to walk up to the top of the snowman. Awesome. So that is a perfect example of how it should be done, plotting it out. Now, you may have missed that right here. Let's go a little bit slowly. Do you see how it went? So there's one purple here and one purple here. So it's a trim from the top and goes down here. Then did you notice how it traveled on the exact same line rather than trim and then trim? It goes all the way across, does that, then it trims, and then it goes on to the next color. So, and then it does two. And then up here with the dots, because a lot of people would put trims on it and it takes forever to do if you do it that way. And what a mess the back would be. You know, the back doesn't usually show, but still, this is way better. Look at how it goes. And this design, this top part is so well done. So again, it travels up, it does everything, back down, up to the next one, over, little more dots there, and then up to the next one. Now, if you remember the original picture, maybe I'll put it up in the corner. If you remember the original picture, this had a lot more colors on it. So it's really neat to see how it's done with so few jump stitches. So same thing here for this white part decoration. They're all attached, so no trims. It starts here and it ends here. So again, more snowflakes. Excellent, excellent. I love it. And of course, that was a trim over to that one because it's too far away and there's nothing to travel on. So you really can't do that. Let's see. Yep, they're all connected nicely. Now in here, this is left just as a running stitch because another color goes on top of it. So here we go with the black, or I guess it's dark green, which really makes it stand out. Walk all the way across to the next one. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Nice ones here too. And then all the way to the next design. So this is different from this, which is different from this one, but they're all the same color, so they are all connected. How cool is that? Isn't that neat? Let's go to the next one, a little more designs. This is what makes this design spectacular. Look at that, another tree. I can't wait to stitch this out. It's fantastic. Let's speed it up a little bit. To the next tree, the next design over to the end. And then there's a trim there. Then watch how the snowflake goes. 1, 2, next one, and the next one. And I think there's one more, and then one more after that. All connected, all connected. And then it's going to go ahead and do this one, and it's going to do that one. So we're going to speed up over that. But amazing connections, amazing design. So perfectly all there. Every time it stitches the dark green, there are no jump stitches. So down here to green, and this is stitching out a nice satin stitch down here, and it covers up all of our travels. Isn't that great? That's how it's done. So another tree there. There was no way of connecting that. Now we're on the second last color, and we're going to start covering stuff up. Now, let's look at this one. This is dark blue. So it does this part, travels over, goes up and down, and on to the next one, the same thing. Isn't that great? How many trims would we have had there? Love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. That is how you want to plot out your designs for sure. That's amazing. So, and I love all the colors in this too. Now it's doing a little bit of underlay, and look, it's covering up all of our traveling stitches. So you won't know, other than maybe here underneath. You won't see that though when it's stitched out for sure. But you can see that everything's covered up, and this one too is all covered up. There's a little stitch here, but you won't see it. It looks amazing. I think it would be really cute in pink colors as well. I was thinking about that. Different shades of pink. You only need like 3 or 4, I guess. I'm going to play around with that. More traveling stitches, linking everything up. And then here, this is the underlay. So it does these 4 pieces first, this one, and then it does the underlay for this part, and it covers up everything. Again, it covers it up, and then it's going to stitch this out in it's a flat stitch, so it's a Tommy stitch, and it's going to cover everything up. We're almost done, and this is where the amazing parts happen, because everything gets covered up, and I love watching it. So we'll just fast forward a little bit here because it's all the same. Doing more stitches here. Oh, his hat. Nicely done as well. Look at that little stitch there. And down around. Let's watch this one. And then down to for the brim. Fills it in. And I think there's a trim there. And look, covers up everything. Smiley. Now these are all trims as well because they're too far away. Isn't that amazing? So a little bit more. I think there's only 1 or 2 stitches. This is dark blue. Again, these are all the start and end points on these parts are all close together, so there's no trims. See how it goes? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then this one is another tree, and we're just about at the end. But you can see the little lines here when we're looking at it digitally, but I'm going to stitch this out. And you will see that it doesn't look as bad as you think it would. I think this looks way better than having a trim and risking any of this coming apart. If you keep it the same without, an all one without trimming, it's going to sit better and it's going to look better. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this stitch out and learning more about connections. This is a fantastic design and it has amazing connections. Again, this is from Embroidery Library. So if you want to check out the set, go ahead and watch your purchase designs and your own designs that you've created. Watch them stitch out because it's amazing to watch, and you can actually learn stuff. You can learn more and more about connections, how to do them, and how to cover them up. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you guys will watch your design stitching out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.